Hope is to impress some budget around 300 Zalonzend of such a group of people basically are some high-end family groups. Actually, we all know in the next time node. After 2025, then whether Tang L or current Tang Yang, or it is all sold with Tang, so Tang then its market group is relatively more economical such family groups. But then Tang L then it will face more high-end such family groups. So this is its positioning then in the next time is also my experience feeling. First of all, the first point, then we first take a look at the entire front face. So the front face, then actually it has already gone through about 3 versions of a correction, how to say it first of all the first version when we ourselves saw the second version. It has a difference. It used a tiger tooth. Actually that floating tiger tooth then in the process of our review. We all felt that that was a bit over-designed, that kind of feeling, and then later again went through the second version's improvement. Until now you see the third version's improvement, then it used a one-piece of front face, that is its entire front lip is one-piece. So I think in this close to the final production version of the car, I saw Bot is really listening to advice, and then we again take a look at the overall design language. First, from the entire this front face's base cover start to talk about first of all this base cover, then it formed a very beautiful sporty type. This kind of diving, this kind of feeling first of all you from this surface, this shape surface already can see, and then again from the middle through whiskers to through it divided into 2 parts. You can see above is very sporty, then below this position it again becomes very refined, this kind of feeling. So this is to cater to Chinese people, to this kind of car. It's an aesthetic element. And then we again take a look at used a latest split-type headlight. This split-type headlight has particularities. First of all, the first point dragon whiskers. This part, it is one line going across. The middle, this has a breakpoint half, and then the entire this upper and lower 2 layers then form an echo. So then you from nighttime when its recognition is very high, okay then talk about key points below this position. This position is a headlight, so headlight then. It used a finishing touch, a method, so before finishing touch used a circle. Is it not now the finishing touch used a square of finishing touch? And then let this headlight will become more piercing and energetic feeling, of course, also has black technology. That is when you at nighttime turn, when it still will have this water flowing, turning a function, the entire car side this part, so in order to cater to its lower. This wind resistance coefficient in effect, then it deliberately the car head's front face this part, used a downward pressure type. And then let the entire car, its streamlined shape, then will become more in line with that, reducing its wind resistance coefficient. So this car's wind resistance coefficient is quite low in the same class field inside OK. And then we again talk about key points. First of all, the first point, take a look at this position by design, very confident. A logo placed on the side this position. Actually, you can this way to understand because this car, it is by Dynasty Network above a flagship submodel of car, so all its design. All must show its own this kind of personality, confident, that kind of feeling, so this position designed into this way. Actually, I think it looks good. You see real car, when you will discover, wow, I one glance, then see, by design this kind of feeling. Okay, and then also talk about key points. So this time this car will be equipped with a Cloud Face C's latest version, a technology. I take a look, no one is stopping me from talking. We continue to talk. Okay, Cloud Face C. Then it will have a brand new set, a chassis architecture. So currently still cannot talk what kind of a chassis architecture, but through its entire car's intelligent platform, brought a brand new experience effect. So this car's calibration, it will be both sporty and comfortable, just 2 kinds of styles it will match together. So then, this is its brand new Cloud Face C, a brand new tuning of feeling, and then again take a look at the wheel hub. Actually this wheel hub then, I personally feel a little bit stingy feeling. I hope in the follow-up then can provide a larger wheel hub. Why say this so? In calibration and tuning, when I myself proposed a plan that is must have a 1-inch a large wheel hub. Why? Because that car is very good looking. You must have a big foot to set off this kind of agile lines, this sporty aesthetic, this kind of feeling. So I also hope in this generation Tang above Tang L above it, it can provide a larger size, a wheel hub. Then currently we take a look at its wheel hub size. We take a look in this position, can see 255/50 BYD 220-inch wheel hub, so equipped is a DM version, a car model above. So then if in the future can be equipped with a 21 or with 22-inch wheels, I believe the visual effect would be even better. The ground clearance has not been adjusted. And then in this whole structure, it has actually done a lot of space optimization so that this car, the overall body size of this car, has reached 5 meters. Its wheelbase is close to 3 meters. Its defensive rate is very high. How to say it? From this position, starting from this position, it already has a defensive rate. Then at this position, up to this position, it also has a defensive rate. So this car, in terms of the 3-meter wheelbase, it is a 7-seater model, but its overall space effect, I think it is in the same class. It has a competitive advantage. Because this car is a 7-seater, everyone must remember there will be no 5-seaters in the future. There is only a 7-seater standard configuration. And then, at this position, you can see from the front, coming towards the waistline of the car, it deliberately used a very restrained design. The whole thing used a flat design, making this car look more high-end. Just now my colleague said, looking at it from the side, it is very much like a new car-making design. Indeed, this time by its change is really quite big, okay? And then there is another small detail, that is before in the 2018 model of the Tang, it used a sunroof, that sunroof. I remember most that it could be opened, because at that time I had a 4.4 second Tang Eve, and now it uses a integrated panoramic sunroof. So this is also a small change. After coming to the rear, I think Bud's designers on the rear spent a lot of this little thought. First of all, the first thought, it put this sporty style, this high-mounted brake light, put it out at this position. So when you step on the brake, the first thing you see is this high-mounted brake light. And then looking towards the middle, it used some bamboo elements, so it's called bamboo rime, a design element. Then with this Tang L, it's this Chinese knot style formed a difference between the two. I personally think this is very good looking. Yes, very good looking. And then this logo can light up, and at the same time, in the car system, you can turn off its logo lighting. Only the smart logos light, you just turn it off, it's okay. Okay. And then some people like it, some people don't like it. Okay, this can be chosen by yourself. And then if we look down, you can find a little bit of the Tang shadow, right? And then on this surround, indeed it inherited a lot of the old Tang's design style, making the rear of this car, this position looked more full. Another detail, let's squat down a little bit. Okay. After squatting down, you can see the entire platform is full screen. Do you remember when I was calibrating this Tang in 2018, I once said, why does that motor have to protrude a little bit? Right? Now it's not needed. Now it's a full screen platform. For wind resistance, they really did too much optimization. Okay, let's go back here. So the one we are filming today, it is a Tang L's DUM version. The DUM version will next adopt a new generation of technology. A new generation of technology said it 3 times very important, but I can't tell you what the technology is today. Okay, then let's take a look at this position. Actually, regarding this position, you can see before the charging port, when I was complaining about the old Tang model, I complained once there was no light right. Now they've added a light. I think this is also a design, a small detail, okay. And then the hidden door handles, I mentioned them earlier. Very good looking, the whole plane, looking at it, very new style car manufacturing. And then let's summarize at the end this time, the Tang L's appearance. First of all, it uses a brand new design aesthetic. Secondly, it uses a super large size, a 5-meter size, and close to 2 meters in width. A wheelbase of nearly 3 meters, meeting the user's demand for space, a higher requirement. And then next it uses a brand new intelligent platform, and also it uses a set of a brand new DEM system, and also it uses a brand new battery, and also it uses a set of a brand new intelligent assisted driving system. Yes, that's right, so it keeps her reminding me why I can't talk too much, because next they have a technology launch event. They want to keep that information until after the technology launch event before they can talk about it. So today's video, really everything Wang knows I've shared with you, but don't worry drifting on the ice and snow, so angry, right? Let's go, let's change the scene and continue to learn about this car's car, his Hanxia.